where things get weird and they stay weird. I'm Brandon.
I'm Ashton. Did you see me?
I did. I love you. I love you so much.
I'm Ashton. And we're silly gooses.
Yes.
But really, this is a paranormal podcast.
A paranormal podcast.
Yeah. If you want to be on the edge of your seat because you're either scared or you have to pee your pants, this is for you.
Right here, baby. This is the place to be.
Yeah.
You won't laugh at all.
Or you'll just watch us laughing at ourselves.
Oh my God, I love it.
So,
oh, that. Facts.
I mean, you might not think we're funny, but we think
we're
funny.
hilarious. Oh, facts.
Yes.
So, did you... Anything happen to you this week? Anything awesome?
So I was talking about you. I was talking to you about this earlier, but I've been so spiritual this week.
Yes.
And we have a new moon tonight. So I did a moonology reading yesterday. I'm going to a new moon ritual tonight. And I'm just like on my spiritual shit this week.
So you kind of explained it to me, like this is a good time for like manifestation. Can you like explain that a little bit for people who might not know? Like,
yeah, so new moons are what we want to like manifest with because it brings in like new beginnings of things.
Gotcha.
Full moon is usually something you want to like let go of. But this new moon is in Aries, which is a fire sign. So anything that you bring in might feel a little unexpected and messy because Aries like to be a little dramatic, but it's for your higher good.
Nice.
So,
nice.
And also paired up with like the eclipses that we have going on. It's just it's gonna be a ride.
I was gonna say,
but like we're here for it.
Honestly, this explains my week. Like the more you say it, I'm like, okay, yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
You're probably feeling the energy.
Yeah, I'm feeling beat the fuck up.
But we're all going to come out on the other end.
Yeah, so
and the eclipse that we had 2 weeks ago, I forget what it was in. But it was basically, like, bringing up a lot of, like, karmic energy. So, like, things that you haven't necessarily dealt with or addressed were probably, like, coming up for everyone. So if there's like anything that you maybe haven't done the deep work on, whether that's like interactions you've been having with people, not setting boundaries with people, and like that's coming up, and
I'm gonna say like every problem I've ever had,
or like love and relationship, are you repeating the same patterns?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like literally every problem I've ever had, never deep diving with it. So yeah. Therapy. No.
Who's she?
What? What are you talking about? Right. It is good for you. Therapy it's a healing journey, so it is.
It can be.
It is good, yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's just like everything else. It has its moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, thank you for explaining that because I don't know anything about it. So you teach me
I'm
something.
not an expert or anything.
Well, right,
but I dabble in it.
You know enough to teach me something every once in a while, and I love that.
Yeah.
I love learning. I also love that you have a story for me.
You're like, I don't have to do shit. I can sit back.
I know.
Just enjoy the story.
Listen, after my week, girl, I'm ready to listen.
I think you're going to really like this story.
I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. I love it when you talk to me.
Oh.
We're also just very in love with each other, so it's fine.
Yes. Oh.
She makes me a lesbian.
And he makes me a gay man.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, being a lesbian is way funner.
It's so much more fun. Well, I mean,
everyone should be a lesbian.
Yeah, both sides have their problems.
Well, yeah, but lesbians are crazy fun.
That's fair.
Crazy fun.
That's fair. Crazy. Get the U-Haul fun.
Yeah.
No offense, but offense if you want to be a bitch about it.
Okay. So I have a question for you and for you guys.
For you.
For you,
Listen.
motherfucker.
I love it. Look me in the eyes.
What has superhuman intelligence, knowledge of other worlds, and possesses mysterious powers? Dun, 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 dun.
AI.
No, but that was a good guess.
Was it?
Which, after, like, our last episode,
I
when
know.
I went on that tangent about, like, AI being from another dimension,
I was like...
maybe.
I was like, oh. Okay, wait. Can I get one more?
Yeah.
Psychics?
Close.
Oh, damn it. Okay,
Have you heard of star children?
I don't think I have. Are these... Is it like astrology people? Or is that like a better word for them?
No.
Okay.
I'm about to tell you.
Listen, I'm ready.
tell you.
Educate me.
Okay, so on every continent there are incredible stories of children that are so advanced that some believe that they came from the stars.
Ooh.
Or other planets or aliens.
Love that.
So if aliens have been visiting our planet for thousands of years, could there be a connection to fuck?
It's...
Why can't I ever say this word? Extraterrestrials and star children.
Every time. I love it.
I said it right that one time, and that was the only time.
You did. It's
But I
okay.
I have to put my whole body into it when I enunciate it. Extraterrestrials.
I love it. Oh my god, it's so great. It is. You know what? It's a complicated word. I'm giving it to you.
It's a big word.
It is. It's okay.
Yeah, okay.
I mess up little words.
I mean, same. We all know I can't pronounce shit.
Nothing.
It will literally be in front of my face.
She's like, what does that say?
Maybe I'm secretly dyslexic.
That's what it is. Maybe. Sweetie, I don't think it's that you can't pronounce. You just get your letters mixed up.
Maybe.
It says stop, but you say spot. Like, that's what happens. Yeah. Pneumonia.
Oh, God.
Phenomenon. Oh, man, I love it. Oh.
Okay. So, these unusually gifted children display more than just superior intelligence. Some have been reported to heal with their hands, have psychic abilities, and some even consider them to be a new race living amongst us.
Oh, wow. That's really cool.
Yeah. So, we're going to take it back a little bit in history.
That sounds so cool. Like, there should be a movie about this. Like,
there are.
Are there? Oh, shit.
I think there's, like, documentaries.
It's just kids with special ability. It's Matilda.
Honestly.
Low key.
Honestly.
I
She
mean,
was the star child of our
moving
time.
shit with her mind. She got
literally.
it. Yeah.
But, okay, I'm just going to go on, like, a little tiny tangent.
Oh, you're good. I'm ready.
You said that comment.
Yes.
So, like, it makes me think, like, yeah, okay, there might be, like, these star children, but also, do we all have some form of, like, alien DNA in us? And that's why you can, like, learn. Like, we're all capable of these abilities, but maybe we haven't tapped into them. So, like, star children are, like, on that conscious level already, where they can access some things that we're all actually capable of.
Well, I'm honestly, I'm not going to disagree with you because, like, I also believe in the theory that aliens helped build Egypt and things like that. So if that were the case, what if some Egyptians and some aliens got busy and then that DNA carries on? Just we got less and less of it, obviously.
Yeah.
But, like, could that be a thing?
Well, we're going to find out.
Ooh.
So, we're going to start this story 2,000 years ago during the 6th century BC in Greece. Here come big words.
I love it.
A man named Nisarchus. I went into, like, Google and was like, how do you pronounce this? And then I, like, put it in parentheses, like, spelled out the way it should be pronounced, not how it actually looks.
You're like, he's going to edit me so fucking bad.
Well, and also they're, like, people's names. And I just feel like
fair.
that's one thing you don't want to mess up because it's, like, a little disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like, the least I can do
I get that.
is figure out how to pronounce a name right, you know?
I do that, too. I want to say people's names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Nisarchus. If it is wrong, I tried.
He's dead.
He was traveling home from work one day. He came upon an abandoned infant staring at the sun, surviving solely on the dew from a nearby tree. So this baby
was like, oh man. Oh man.
taking the water droplings from a tree. I don't know
Yeah.
why my hands
I don't
are
know
like
why
this.
you're a mummy.
Like I'm dead.
Yeah.
But,
But that's how he was. That's just.
yeah.
Was he like destitute? Like, was he like dying?
I mean, I don't think the
Or he was just living off
history
nature.
goes into that.
Okay,
I think
yeah,
it's
that makes
very,
sense.
Like, you know,
Old.
like, this is the story. We don't go into detail.
Gotcha.
But, like, philosophy, you know?
Passed down.
Yeah. He named the baby Astrius.
I love that.
Which
name.
is, like, he was found under a tree.
It's almost
It
like
kind of
Ashton.
sounds like,
Astrius.
oh my, am I a star? Am I a star?
I hope you're a star child, because that would be amazing.
I don't think
Well, now
I
you'd be a
am.
star adult, but
Yeah.
yeah. Listen,
I
bitch,
thought
I
I
know I'm
told
part
ya.
of Star
I'm a
Child.
star.
I love that
See
song.
that ice? See that car?
Oh, Jeremiah. Ah! Oh, we hoes. That's how we know. But I know for sure I'm a star child, at least on some level.
Yeah. Well, okay, so he named him Astrius,
Love it.
which in Greek literally means star child.
Really?
Yes. So he raised this child as his own with two brothers. One of the brothers being Pythagoras.
Pythagoras. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
The father of philosophy and mathematics.
Ooh.
So
Oh,
you may
like
know him for the
Pythagorean theorem. Yes.
Pythagorean.
No,
theorem.
Yes.
No, it's like if I say it too
Pythagorean
much, I'm like, no, it's
theorem.
right.
It's the people get it.
Yeah.
We all know what it is
Yeah.
because they beat it into
So,
us.
Pythagoras, who
Yeah.
created the Pythagorean theorem.
I'm dead. I love her. You're amazing. You're killing it.
My mouth just doesn't move
It's
right.
fine.
Was the adoptive brother of Astrius, the first star child, or first documented star child.
That's cool.
So, according to Greek myth, the child was given to Nisarchus to be his servant and apprentice. Some theorists believe Pythagoras may have received advanced knowledge from the boy, making Pythagoras one of the greatest mathematical minds. So, like,
Yeah.
maybe it wasn't him, maybe his brother.
That's pretty
helped
wild.
him.
Oh, and leave it to someone to steal someone else's shit.
Literally, he's like, you're just our servant.
These were influencers before influencers existed.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm gonna steal your content, bitch.
Yeah.
Here it is.
I heard a story about Einstein the other day that he actually stole his ideas from his fucking wife.
I believe that.
I believe it.
I could believe it. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I mean, yeah, we could go on with that for
what
days.
could you do? What can
Yeah,
you do?
yeah.
So Astrius may have been one of the early extraterrestrial children sent to Earth. It is actually very common in Greek mythology to reference powerful beings or gods that came down from the sky. So it isn't that far-fetched that Astrius could have been the offspring of gods, in parentheses, or aliens.
That's wild.
So the ancient Greeks are not the only ones to believe this theory. The Egyptians and many others describe how some children were born from humans and so-called gods. There are some cultures that believe some children are a direct link to the stars. Many Native American tribes, such as the Navajo, Hopi, and Zuni, believe otherworldly beings have been visiting Earth, which they've been, their culture, like, this is like a normal thing.
Right. They just get it. They're like, listen,
they get
bro,
it.
it's real.
They're like, we've been studying the stars in the sky and Earth and Mother Nature and coexisting
the government,
literally before you guys ever even, like, knew anything.
The government's, like, telling us, like, aliens exist, and, you know, the
Native Americans were like, duh.
Native Americans.
Duh.
Yeah, they're like, we've been knowing this.
Yeah. So, these star beings are said to come down from the sky to teach mankind. They're even said to mate with human women, in some cases to create star children.
Bro,
like
I'm
you were saying.
psychic.
You're like, I know this. I am a star child.
Bro, I'm psychic.
So who'd your mom mate with?
I know, not my mom, but like maybe my mom's mom.
Maybe.
Because, I mean,
It's
we
just in your
probably all
DNA.
hoes, yeah.
We all.
Well, we passed down that hoetry for a while. I am fully, like, obsessed with the idea that my family line was just a bunch of whores.
I'm here for it.
I live for it.
Yeah.
I can't do Ancestry.com because I don't want to give over my DNA that they probably already have. But, like, I don't want to willingly be like, here, look my shit up.
Yeah.
Because I don't care. But I like to make up my own backstory for my family. Bunch of hoes.
Hoeing runs in my blood.
Yeah. Bunch of hoes out there making a dime. We were
Sleeping
broke.
with aliens.
Yeah, we were broke, but we was fucking.
Oh my God. So after the children were created through joined union, or what they think, they were cared for and raised by the Native American tribes. Around the age of 6, the star being would return to collect the child.
Ooh.
So, yeah, the alien that mated would come and return to get the child.
Dude.
Which, have you, like, heard of, like, the stories of, like, people getting abducted and, like, being pregnant, and then all of a sudden they're, like, not pregnant anymore?
Yeah, or just, like, people being abducted.
Yeah.
Flat. Like,
Yeah.
what if it's, like...
And they never are seen again.
Yeah, what if it's, like, they
came back to get them.
Yeah. Like, grown-ass adults.
Like, it's not random.
Yeah, like, you've reached your time, and they just take you.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if?
Crazy.
Yeah, but I also see, because I'm also under the belief that abduction isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like,
it just has a negative connotation because
yeah.
the act of being abducted is being taken and, like...
Right, even the word itself. Yeah. So I've never been abducted that I know of, but, like, yeah, maybe it's not a bad thing, especially the people that don't come back. Maybe they're just, like, living with them now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, it's like, hey, you get, like, a thing and it tells you, like, this is why you're here now.
Yeah, like
you've
belong
reached,
with us.
yeah. And, like, maybe you reunite with your, like, true family. This is, like, a rabbit hole I could crawl down.
Yeah.
Like,
or even, like, people who, like, aren't abducted forever but have experienced being abducted throughout their whole life. And, like, that's why when they get, like, hypnotized or whatever and remember these experiences, they're being, like, studied maybe because, like, the aliens are, like, what happens when, like, your race mixes with ours.
We're involuntary reporters. Maybe that's what's happening. We get abducted, we update them, because once we're abducted, they, like, erase the block.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh my God.
They're like, so what's going on? And you're like, the world is going to shit.
Like, this is what's happening right now. And then the block is replaced and you're sent back to continue to collect data that you don't know you're doing. You're just living life.
Yeah. So they never actually have to spend time on Earth. They just swoop down in their spaceship, swoop back up, and they're like, what's going on?
It's to keep things neutral here.
Yeah.
Instead of causing panic.
Yeah.
Oh
I feel like we discover something out of the universe every single episode.
Listen, if the government's listening, don't come for me, bitch. I will not say anything. I do not speak.
We know the secrets.
Yeah. Yes. Hire me. I need a fucking job.
Yeah. Oh, it does say that some star beings, even though some were collected, some are left behind to become interwoven into the tribe, becoming elders later on in life and believed to carry knowledge to heal the earth.
Yeah, I love that.
So, like, star children can also be, like, healers or just, like, really... Or people that just, like, are really philosophical and make people reach a higher type of consciousness.
Bob Marley was a star child for sure.
Probably, yeah.
Like, he's... God, I watched his movie.
So, yeah, it doesn't mean you have to be, like, a mathematical genius, but, like, you can greatly contribute to something on the earth, whether that's physically healing, helping people come to, like, a new enlightenment, giving us mathematical equations to progress our society.
That's
like,
amazing.
Yeah.
Like, inventors.
Yeah.
I mean, not every star child has to be an inventor. I'm just saying, like, maybe that is, like, their purpose. Like, for those specific people.
So, speaking of healers, or philosophical thinkers. Another ancient culture with a similar legend is Tibet, which is northeast of the Himalayas, which are also supposed to be like a very healing powerful.
mystical.
Yes.
Yeah, yep.
So it is here that the Buddhist spiritual leader called the Dalai Lama began his rule more than 600 years ago. In 1937, the 14th Dalai Lama was recognized. His name is Tenzin Gyatso. He now lives in India due to the Chinese takeover of Tibet. He is believed to be the reincarnation of a Buddhist deity, like the Dalai Lamas before him. Once he passes away, it is believed he will transfer his essence into the form of a Buddha until his spirit can
You got it, yeah.
reincarnate.
Right. Yeah.
Why did I want to say reincarnate?
Reincarnate.
Fuck?
Till he's put in prison.
Reincarnate.
Reincarnate.
God damn it. Reincarnate into his new chosen body.
Gotcha.
So there's a group that is tasked with finding the new Dalai Lama. The boy who is thought to be him has to perform a series of tests and tasks before it is confirmed he is the next Dalai Lama. The child has to exhibit certain qualities and be able to identify certain objects that belong to the previous Dalai Lama, confirming the child has access to past memory. So the idea of a reincarnated child carrying knowledge from beyond our world mirrors our modern day concept of a star child. So could the Dalai Lama be some sort of star child and it just gets like reincarnated generation after generation?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So a legendary psychic, Edgar Cayce, has been credited for prophecies related to star children. He is the most documented psychic of the 20th century and has given thousands of psychic readings.
Wow.
Some things he was well known for was diagnosing illnesses and revealing information about the past and future.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that's so crazy to me.
Which, have you ever heard of the medical medium? He's on Instagram and he's all about celery juice.
I don't think I have. Now, I've heard a lot about celery juice.
So that's like kind of like what his, I mean, he talks about a lot of other things, but that's kind of like his big thing is like helping people heal through celery juice. But he is like a medical psychic. Like he can like tell what's wrong with people, but he doesn't even have like a medical degree.
That's wild.
Yeah, so maybe he's a star child.
Man, that would be crazy. I just want to ask him.
You're just going to be like walking down the street like, are you a star child?
I'm such a hypochondriac that I just want to be like, bro, what's wrong with me? Can you just tell me I'm good? Like, please, like, besides the obvious, can you just tell me, like, is there anything wrong so I can just
I started listening to his podcast.
Oof.
And it's interesting because being called the medical medium, I thought it was going to be like one of those podcasts where they give you like advice on like, here's the perfect morning routine for you to like be healthy, like whatever. But no, it's kind of like a meditation.
I love that.
It's like good but weird.
That's
like
cool.
I turned it on expecting like facts.
Yeah. And he's like,
he just talks about like he just wrote a book recently about angels and demons.
Ooh.
And like how we have like demons attached to us, which is like kind of like negative energy and like all that. Like this dude is like spiritual AF.
That's cool.
But it's pretty good.
Crazy. That's pretty crazy.
Okay, so in July of 1932, Cayce predicted a new humanity, which he referred to as the fifth root race, would emerge between the years of 1998 and 2015. This race would be capable of great powerfuls to benefit humankind. And I know there's like a lot of people on YouTube that like do like, what's it called? Light language. Light language is basically like when you see people like on YouTube that are like singing songs or like, and they're just spouting out like a different language, but
I see what you're
it's
saying.
called light language
Like
because they're channeling it.
Yeah.
From beings.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Like, Oh my gosh, it's called it's like how it's like automated, like automatic writing almost, but automatic.
Yeah.
It's like
Like,
speaking.
during COVID,
Yeah.
I kind of got, like, really into it on YouTube, and I would, like, watch these YouTube videos.
Mhm.
This one woman specifically, I don't remember her name, and she would do, like, these channeled conversations, and, like, just, like, like,
Yeah.
talking like that, but, like, would ask the alien beings, like, questions, and then channel their answers, and I was so into it. I was like,
I've always been really fascinated with automatic writing. You just gotta be careful with it because, like, you're literally, like, turning on a radio. You're, like, basically turning on a radio and you're saying, like, just tell me what you want me to say. So,
that'd be a really cool
yeah.
practice if you're trying to, like, enhance your psychic ability.
Yeah, you're basically, like, telling, you can speak through me right now. Like, what do you want me to say?
But you don't know who's going to come
Yeah,
through.
that's the thing. So you're allowing something to use your body as, like, a vessel for a hot second. You're not giving them full permission.
Mm-hmm.
You're just giving them permission to speak through you, not use you. Watching someone who is an actual automatic writer.
Can we try that sometime? Can we do a whole series of Brandon and Ashton try?
Yeah.
And we, like, try to do these, like, psychic things.
I'd be a little down. There are some lines I'd draw really hard, but, like, yeah, I'd try automatic writing again.
Yeah. With the type of gift that Edgar Cayce had, I think it would be safe to say that he himself was also a star child. Even though he studied star children.
Yeah.
Throughout the world, there are children who possess astonishing abilities, such as a boy named Sho Yano, who at the age of 12 graduated summa cum laude from Loyola University of Chicago. 6 years later, he received a PhD in molecular genetics and cell biology, making him the second youngest MD in history. He was 12.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out him. Genius.
Huh. Okay. Well, Anand Celeste Cowley of Singapore gave a science lecture about acid and alkaloids at the age of 6 years old. I didn't even know what acid and alkaloids were.
No.
Giving him the title as the world's cleverest child. He literally spoke his first word at 2 weeks old.
That's wild.
Like,
yeah, okay. So,
biologically, how does that even work?
Even for people who say, like, I don't believe in this shit, blah, blah, blah. Like, explain that. 2 weeks old and homeboy is like,
I just, like, don't
Mom,
even
give me
understand
some
how,
milk.
like, a baby would have, like, the dexterity to, like...
Yeah, the vocal cord formation.
But that's the thing is, like, that's why he would have to be a star child, because that just doesn't even biologically, like, make sense.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
Like, I wish they said, like, what he said, because that would have been, like, yeah, I want to know. I love the fact.
But he was from Singapore, so even what he said, we wouldn't understand.
I know. But I think it'd be funny, just, like, a 2-week-old baby that's like, I'm hungry.
Can you imagine, like, being the mom and you're, like, breastfeeding, and then he looks up, hey, mama.
No, drop. I would. I feel like I'd fully panic. I'd be like, I gotta put you down.
Hey, mom.
Yeah, I'd lay the kid down. Excuse me?
Do you know how long it took me to talk?
How long? Oh, no. Shh, it's okay.
I was 2.
That's not bad.
A lot of kids talk way before that.
I know, but it could have been worse.
Well, my mom said it was because I didn't have to talk.
Oh.
Because my sister got everything for me. So I'd be like,
That seems accurate.
I still do that to... Oh.
Yeah, I do. Me too.
Do you want a coffee? Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Are you hungry? Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I do that so much. You want a snack?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I do. Just start crying. Yeah, I'm basically an adult toddler.
Yeah. Same.
I'm cool with it though.
We love it.
Yeah.
Adam Kirby became the youngest member of a British Mensa, scoring 141 on an IQ test at the age of 2. I wasn't even talking.
The last IQ test I take, because I like to take them online because I have an issue with thinking I'm stupid.
I don't think I've ever taken one.
I have. And I'm not dumb. I do and say a lot of dumb shit. But I scored a 130.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, okay, smart bitch.
I don't know what that means, though. Like, what's, like, a good score? What's bad score?
I think a good score is, like, 120 and above.
Oh, so, like, you want a lower score, not a higher score.
No, you want a higher score. You want a higher score, but I'm saying if you score under, like, I think it's 120, don't quote me.
Oh, you mean, like, just to, like, be...
Yeah, like, 120 is, like, okay, you're smart. And then I think anything above that, you're like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
He also was reading books by the age of 10 months old.
I was not.
So, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Smart kids. Smarty pants over here.
No. I could never.
Some other history on child prodigies to know are Mozart, Picasso, and
Yes.
Bobby Fischer, which I didn't know who he
Chess.
was. But I
Chess
looked him up, and he
guy.
was a chess master.
Yeah. Have you seen the movie?
No, but I watched the one chess movie about the female chess player. What was that called?
Oh, Gambit. The Queen's
It was
Gambit.
so good.
No, you need to watch. I think it's Finding Bobby Fischer.
Okay.
Incredible. Elijah Wood, the person that played Frodo in Lord of the Rings, he, small child in this movie. It's an incredible movie.
Okay.
It's incredible.
Is it just kind of like about his life and experience? Like,
It's about him playing chess, but like, yeah, his experience of it. Like,
yeah.
it's a phenomenal movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, why'd that make me think of? Is it A Beautiful Mind?
Yeah. Russell Crowe.
Yeah. That kind of reminds
Phenomenal
me of, like,
movie.
Star Child energy.
Yeah, he goes crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is some, like, relevance between really, really gifted people and, like, what our society deems as crazy.
Yes.
And, like, a part of me is almost like, how could you have these gifts and be normal? Like, your consciousness and your awareness is, like, so high to literally just, like, live your life being like, I wake up, I use this paper to, like, pay for my things that, like...
That's why I find...
You would go crazy. You'd be like,
Yeah.
my head is literally so up here that I can't even, like, entertain this, like, fake-ass society that's happening.
That's why I feel like emotion is so important, because, like, when people say, like, oh, when you cry, it's a sign of weakness... I'm very much the opposite. I think crying is a show of strength, because you're saying, like, look, I can be vulnerable, but I can get past it. Like, you're showing, like, I'm not afraid to be vulnerable, because that's a part of who I am. That's showing depth. So I'm like, okay.
You also just can't overthink it too much.
Yeah.
Even today, I'm just like, sometimes I sit back and I'm like,
I'm drowning.
what is happening?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
And I can't imagine if I was, like, an actual genius and feeling that way.
Mm,
I would
Right.
literally be like,
losing it.
I physically can't be here. This is a fucking joke.
Yep. I'm
know?
spiraling.
Literally, I'd be like,
Yeah.
mental health in general has a lot to do with, like, being at a certain consciousness.
Yeah.
But the world around you doesn't support it.
Exactly. But I think society a lot of times makes you feel like you're going crazy.
Yeah.
Because people tell you, like, it's fine, you're going to be okay. And you're like, but I don't feel okay.
Yeah.
You know? And so you're slowly slipping, but it's not your fault. It's society's fault for making you feel broken,
Yeah.
I guess. I feel like that's why now everyone is so on that train of being like, it's all good.
It is good, Brandon. What are you talking about?
Right.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, it's fine.
What are you talking about? I'm just kidding.
Right. But, like, yeah, I mean, that's what it does. When you're losing your shit at work, your coworkers are like, it's okay, we've only got 3 more hours. And you're just like...
3 hours too long, bitch.
Yeah. You're like, oh, only 3? You're right, I can get past this. Go into a closet and cry.
And then 8 tomorrow, and then 8 the
Yeah.
next day.
So it's like, those things don't heal people. Just FYI.
Okay. So there's a question.
Love that rant.
There's a question that remains. Are all these children just a product of good genetics, or is there something otherworldly to blame?
I definitely think both. I think on some level, genetics. On another level, I definitely think outside intervention.
Is it genetics because...
Of outside intervention.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So the concept is that children are being born with a higher level of awareness.
Yes.
Some even believe that these children are being born to usher in a new age of peace, greater consciousness, and greater
prosperity.
Yeah, to the planet.
You were good. You were good.
Okay.
You were good. No, yeah.
I was like, how can I flip this word as I'm intentionally trying to say it?
You're totally fine.
Well, today there's evidence that an unusually higher number of gifted children are being born than ever before.
Mm-hmm.
There's genetic evidence to back up the fact that humans are evolving at a rapid rate of speed. An anthropologist from the University of Wisconsin, Professor John Hawkes, found evidence that 1,800 genes, or 7% of all those in the human body, had undergone natural selection in the past 5,000 years.
That's a lot.
Isn't
right?
that long?
No.
I feel like it's a lot to happen in
a small amount of time.
Yeah, especially when it comes to genetics. So, star children are advanced in several departments. They're sensitive and compassionate. Some display a gift of telepathy, where they can pick up on what someone else is thinking or sensing. They can be psychic and see things other people can't see, or hear things other people can't hear. Some tend to have very high energy and can go long periods without sleeping or eating, which I think comes in sometimes the psychosis part of some of these super gifted people. This is not normal, typical child stuff that we're talking about, which is what sets all these kids apart to be seen as star children, since it's not in our society what typical behavior of a child is. A woman named Nikki Patillo, the author of A Spiritual Revolution, has a 10-year-old daughter named Maddie who claims her home is in the sky and had displaced astonishing abilities. Some of these abilities were telekinesis and psychic visions.
That's wild.
A girl named Deandra Brand, who claims to be a star child, works at her mother's holistic dentistry business. She realized her gift at the age of 16 and was able to see angels around people. She would see colors and chakras on people and began talking to other forms of angels, god and goddesses, etc. Another theory of a type of star child also is referred to as black-eyed kids, which I don't know about this one because I've heard horror stories about
I was about to
black-eyed
say,
kids.
I thought those were like...
But that's a story for another time.
I thought those were not good.
Yeah, I don't think so. In 1982, the Chinese government launched a nationwide search for children with extraordinary, I almost said extraterrestrial abilities, but extraordinary abilities.
You said it amazingly.
I did. They were looking for children that showed signs of psychic powers, telekinesis, and the ability to manipulate time and space.
Bad. This is a bad thing.
Our government does it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. This is a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
We should not be seeking these people out to study them because they don't.
It's not to study them. It's to use their abilities for war. And
that's what I'm saying. But they're going to put them through studies and tests to see
the gifts are meant for the greater good.
Exactly.
Of society, not to inflict pain and power and...
So, that's why we try to destroy them. Because I am under the belief that the people in power are evil. All of them.
But that's the thing, they're not destroying the kids.
But what I'm saying is they're using them in a way that is against their internal feelings. So they're taking these kids who are here to heal and protect and do these things.
Oh, you mean they're destroying them as far as a person
They're destroying
goes.
their morality. Yeah. Yes. And we're doing that because we fear them and because we're jealous. We want what they have.
Yeah.
And the government wants what they have. So we destroy them. And that's why we right now currently doing these types of searches. If you have a child and you believe they are gifted, do not tell the government. That's what I'm saying.
The government will find out.
Yeah. In any
They
way
got cameras
possible,
everywhere.
do not tell the government that you have a gifted child.
There's like whistleblowers that have come out now, and I mean they're adults.
Yeah.
But they talk about like being used for oh, what's that called? Where like you can like psychically like travel.
Astral projection.
Yeah, where they like that was like their job in the government was to like do things like this.
Yeah. Ah!
In 1982, the Chinese government launched a nationwide search for children with extraordinary abilities. They were looking for children that showed signs of psychic powers, telekinesis, and the ability to manipulate time and space. Some of these children could read while blindfolded, move objects telepathically, and in total, they were able to identify more than 100,000 children who had some form of extra human function, or what they're now calling EHF, which extra human function. Some believe that these star children coming into our world actually vibrate at a higher level of existence than most humans. The question remains, where does this extra human function come from? And are they here to replace us or to guide us into the future?
I want to know where these 100,000 children are now.
I mean, there's billions and billions and billions of people on Earth.
Right, but I want to know, like, with that study, with the kids they found,
Like,
I
what
want
are
to
they
know,
doing now?
where are those kids now?
I don't know. So these children bring with them a knowledge far beyond what our minds can comprehend. Relating to the Pleiadians. Have you ever heard of the Pleiadians?
No.
So it's like a race of alien. Their knowledge deals with science, analyzing psychology, and the general functioning of how things work. On the Earth, these children will find... Oh my gosh, hold on a second. Okay. So on Earth, these children will find that things, like, to them are extremely slow, archaic, boring, which can be, like, really frustrating for these star children, which is kind of what I was talking about, the psychosis, is it's just, like, they're on a completely different level, that, like, being in a, like, dumbed down society would be very frustrating. It's because their knowledge can relate to, like, teleporting, telepathic communication, and what I was saying, light language. They would consider quantum physics to be extremely easy. This is difficult for us to understand, as most of us either have no interest or we have a failed basic science, chemistry, and physics at high school. These children are often confused at first by the primitiveness of Earth, by their dense physical bodies, and by the often witless level of thinking and behavior of their age mates, not to mention many adults they observe.
That was my brother.
Out of the four personality types of children, there's star, crystal, aqua, and rainbow. The star child is the most introvert. Preferring to keep to themselves and alienating themselves, these children will gravitate to inside activities, especially computers, PlayStation, and reading. These children seem at home with complex devices which their parents sometimes struggle to master. So, like,
sounds like
any I mean,
it does.
Have you heard of the telepathy tapes? It's like a new documentary.
I think so.
But that was a study on autistic children being able to, like, telepathically communicate.
I believe that.
They seem to be seen as adults in children's bodies. They often have a gaze and a knowing that about, like, beliefs beyond their years. But even though increased cranial size is a rough index of intelligence, even more important is the quantitative increase in human development in areas such as enhanced psychic abilities, ability to harness bioenergenetics, and earth and cosmic forces to heal, telepathic and intuitive thinking with others, and with source consciousness. On a social level, these children prefer to be with adults or will go to extremes and associate with much younger children, preferring not to be with their own age, as they cannot relate to them. With this brings a duality, as they have no social skills such as eye contact, general socializing, or communicating in totally new, unsafe environments. Consequently, as an adult, they become the introvert, hermit, scientist, researcher, preferring to hide in their work and knowledge than socialize with others. So yeah,
that's wild.
Star children for ya.
That's fun. It's a very interesting like story / topic. Like, I think it's cool because it's like it's got a lot of supernatural elements, but at the same time is very like, okay, it's like, this is real. Like, these are things like you see, there's a lot of tangible shit in that. Yeah. Like, I think it's really cool.
Well, and I'm going to shout out a little theory here.
Okay.
So, all of that was describing a lot of people that have been diagnosed autistic.
Yeah.
And so, Cayce, the guy who, like, predicted there would be, like, a huge jump in these, like, star children, like, becoming more of them, you know, like, autism has increased in our society.
Yeah.
And I know, like, people blame it on, like, red dye number fucking 4, whatever the numbers are.
Yeah.
Or, like,
vaccines
or whatever. But, like, what if actually, like,
that's not the case.
Nothing is contributing. What if they're all just fucking star children and, like, the worse our society gets, the more we need them.
Yeah.
And so they're just, like, being, like, overproduced right now.
Well, and then we create medications to
suppress them.
So
they can't.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, that's why I said I
reach
think
their full consciousness.
The powers that be above us are evil because they know that they don't have that. So they snuff it down. Let's medicate. Let's do this. I mean, my brother is fucking smartest person I know. But in high school, or not even in high school, in middle school, he did all of his homework and he got A's on everything, smartest kid in the class, and he just was talkative and didn't really pay attention much, but aced everything.
ADHD.
Well, what did they do? First thing they tried to do,
Medicate
put him on medication. Mom refused.
Yeah.
Mom said, I'm not putting him on medication.
Yeah.
But first thing they said, medicate him.
He's disrupting
medication.
the status quo.
Yeah, so that's what I'm, like, I think that was the point I was trying to make earlier, was, like, we're snuffing these people out. Like, we're snuffing those things out. I'm not saying my brother's a star child, but that was just the example that I know, like, firsthand of snuffing out energy right there.
Yeah.
Let's give him a pill that's going to calm him down, chill him out. Like, it's crazy.
The star children are here to stay.
Yeah. Which is a good thing, because that doesn't mean necessarily that they're like these powerful beings or anything. It just means that they have a light that the world needs, and we should help that grow.
Yeah. So if you have a star child in your life, 1, tell us about it.
Yeah, please.
And 2, just, like, be thankful.
Yeah. Ask them questions. Talk to your children. I think that's what we're saying. Talk to your fucking kids. Oh, my God. Ugh. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
And leave us a review if you enjoy it, because it really helps us.
Yeah, please comment, bro.
And write in your stories, because we really want to hear them. You can send them to thelocalgalians@outlook.com.
Hell yeah. And until then,
stay
spooky.
I I feel like I can't decide if I want to say keep it spooky or stay spooky.
You can say whatever you want.
I'm gonna say
sweetie.
whatever I want.
You a boss bitch.
Be spooky.
Oh, bye.
Bye.